I think I'm back. I think I'm back. We're gonna try it one more time. If I'm lagging this time, it is not me. Because I'm on a totally different computer. Let me see. Let me see here. Hi, you guys. I'm back. I'm back. See if this works. I'm good now. Thank you, John Humphrey. I think I still have some people on the phone. I just want to make sure that I am not buffering before I share this. I see y'all. Come on in. We're going to get it crunk for part 2. Part 2. I guess we'll do a get it off your chest segment. Hey, be the light. We back. We back. Hold on. Let me share it. On the Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter, I'm twitter.com, ATLien. Instagram, Twitter, ATLien. iamATLien. Facebook, straight from the A. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on. Okay, let me finish. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about Future Usher and T.S. Manhands. And we can talk about whatever else you want to talk about because at this point it's open topic. I know I haven't been on in a couple of days. And I want to, just bring it to you a little bit. Hey, Greg Lancaster, welcome. Hold on. YouTube be playing with my notifications and things. Share this. Facebook video. Just Lovely's in the building. Fake Woke is in the building. You must be new here, Fake Woke. We do this all the time. He wants to be offensive, but doesn't want to be offended. I don't get it. I don't understand. Hey, pretty lady, come on in. I'm slowly getting it together. And you know what's crazy? So many people are in my comments saying, we appreciate you standing up for us. We appreciate you speaking out for black women. We appreciate you saying what you say. But where y'all be at when all these people be windmilling me? Fake Woke, you a new subby? Welcome. Where y'all be at when all these people be windmilling me? You say, I told her I like her girlfriend. Miss Quad said, only a hit dog will holler. I told y'all. I be trying not to drag. I be trying my best not to drag. And I'm going to try to keep it relatively clean this live because, the last one it's a wrap. It's already demonetized or whatever. And I'm probably have to end up putting that on Patreon. But, again, I digress. I wanted to just, talk about whatever. We got a lot going on. We talked about the Usher situation already. People aren't feeling that song, The Confessions Part 3, where he pretty much confessed to having an STD. We talked a little bit about Future and his, baby mama drama, his 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th baby mama. And again, we talked about the situation of women feeling like fish is a slur. Now, I have dived into this topic deep. And so it just gets to be draining sometimes to continue to constantly, speak on it. I did a whole video about, stop calling me cis, CIS. And, pretty much everybody was on my side. Everybody was in agreement. They felt the same way. And then it's like, people still do it. People still say it. We still say we offended, and people shrug it off and justify it, and that's that. I feel like the justification still comes from a place of misogyny. It's almost like men are like telling us women who feel some kind of way, shut up and take it. Shut up. We said that's what it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. If you don't like it, so what? We gonna say it anyway. And that's wrong. You can't tell anyone how to be offended. If they say they're offended, take their word for it and stop doing the things that are offensive. Same thing with us. If you say you feel like saying the F word is offensive, we take that into consideration and we don't say it. At least those of us who respect y'all. Now, clearly, there are some people out there who don't respect certain boundaries and communities. I'm not one of those. If you say you don't like me calling you something, I don't call you something. But, I don't feel like we get the same respect. You said women are afraid to stand up for fear of being called homophobic. Honey, I have been called homophobic. I have been called transphobic. I've been called every phobic there is. But at the end of the day, I will stand in it and I will say what I say. At the end of the day, I cannot be pro me. How can I be pro you? How can you expect us to sit and champion your causes, your rights, all of that, and then just denounce our own? Like, at the end of the day, us women, we deserve to have some respect, don't we? Or should we just bow down every time a man decides he wants to do something, i.e. put on a dress, put on a wig, and put on some makeup and say, this is what it's going to be? We need to just accept it. No, that's not what we're going to do around here. That is not what we're going to do. When they call us cis or fish, we can call them men and FAG. That seems appropriate, but I'm not trying to cause a battle. I'm really not. My thing is respect is respect. Like, if you want us to respect you, respect us. Period. You said you do. Thank you for standing up for us, Michelle, because you brought this topic up before, but everybody was hating on you. They will continue to hate on me because I ain't never letting it go. Ever. Ever, ever. But again, and people feel like I've seen a lot of men, gay men particularly, defend the word, justify it, and say, oh, it's just a term that people use for drag queens, for people use for, feminine gay men. They look cunt, they look fish. It doesn't refer to anything in particular. Y'all are just being too sensitive. Why are you being so sensitive? Why are you being so sensitive if somebody calls you a sissy? Why are you being so sensitive if somebody say you switching down the street and your wrist is limp? Why are you being so sensitive? If it's offensive, it is offensive, and we are offended. So, that being said, I open the phone lines back up. I'm opening them back up. And y'all can have the floor, because I just said everything I was going to say, honey. I just said it over and over until I'm blue in the face. People are not going to respect you, and particularly these men, these gay men, especially these black gay men, we're going to be specific, are not going to respect you if you're not going to respect yourself. If you're going to sit there and continue to accept the disrespect, to sit there and laugh at it, and think that it's funny, when they disrespect one woman, you feel like it's funny. Like, oh, that ain't me. My coochie don't stink. He just saying her coochie stink. Well, how he know her coochie stink? Has he been in her coochie? Has he ate her coochie? So y'all need to start like defending each other. That's all I'm saying. Phone number 718-362-6360. Pin number 9427819. And I think I have somebody in there already. Hold on. I haven't even called back in yet. Yeah, and then we talked about the fact that, most feminine gay men and transgenders call each other queen and girl, but yet they call us bitches and hoe. It's like, when have you heard them refer to a natural woman, a woman that was born female, as a queen? You have never heard them refer to us as queen. So I was like, wait a minute. Maybe you need to pay more attention and stop laughing and giggling like they putting on a minstrel show and pay attention. some of your faves have caught so much flack that they ain't putting on no wig no more. They said bump it. I'm tired of making fun of these black women. I'm gonna try to be myself now. Y'all saw them. Hold on, caller 4354. Hello.
Michelle.
Yes. Is this Mr. Debonair?
Nope.
Oh,
it's actually DJ.
I'm wrong twice today. Dang. Hey, DJ.
Hey, listen, I fell asleep, woke back up, and got back on the line because I thought this was a very important topic that you brought up on tonight. First of all, can I chime in on... Let me say this. I'm a straight black male,
Okay.
so I'm going to be able to speak to a lot of these stupid things that are being said about some of the jargon and some of the verbiage that's being used about our black women.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to chime in on the whole Usher situation.
Okay.
Man, Usher, man, what's the point? I mean, everybody already knew you know, you have a disease, so now you want to go out and make a song about it. I don't think nobody's going to be bumping it in their Jeep. So what's the point? I mean, it's your personal, private life. Keep it to yourself.
But you don't think sometimes you have to turn your pain into profit? Like, a lot of people do that. Like, you know, if it's something derogatory, if they've been embarrassed in the public eye, a lot of times they reclaim the power by speaking on it themselves instead of, you know, letting other people speak about it. They take the pen and write their own story.
I think that if she had done that earlier on, I think that it would have been more effective. But the fact is that this is, 2 years later?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you're talking about an irrelevant topic. I mean, people have already surmised what it is you're doing or have done. They already see the potential of you sleeping with everybody, and it doesn't matter who in the world what they look like or how they look, whether they be male or female. So it really doesn't matter at this point. Mm-hmm. Just leave it as a mute point and move on. I mean, be honest with your partners that you're sleeping with and keep it moving. Why make a song about it? You're just trying to stay relevant. He is fighting for an opportunity to stay relevant. Usher, let it burn. Just let it burn in the fire.
Not let it burn.
Just let it burn in the fire. So, anyway, let me move on to the next topic. I want to commend you, Michelle, because you keep taking darts, you keep taking bullets back to back to back to back because you keep standing up for what is right. It's wrong for women to be referred to anything other than a woman, a lady. If you want to refer to them as a queen, so be it. I know you want to be referred to as a goddess, but but to refer to women as bees, as a hoe, or as fish, or it's wrong. It's wrong on every level. I mean, how do you say that is a phrase or a slogan or a verbiage from your community, and if you don't like what's being said in our community, stay out of our community. Listen, you are not in a silo. You're in a world with other people, and you have to be sensitive towards the things that you're saying to people that are not right. You don't go around calling people punk, fags, sissies, you this, that, and I mean, people did it, but was it right? No, it wasn't right.
But isn't the goal to assimilate? Like, at the end of the day, like, how are you saying, stay out of our community when you trying to invade ours? Like, I don't, that makes no sense. Stay out of our wigs. Stay out of our dresses. Stay out of...
I totally agree. I mean, it's almost like the women don't have anything for themselves anymore. I mean, I know I'm getting off topic, but
Wendy was right. Wendy was right.
You took over everything. I mean, you took over dresses, you took over skirts, you took over undergarments. I mean, men were just men. I mean, we just did what we do, and we just are who we are. But it seems like we kind of just took on everything, blowing up our lips, getting Botox, and I mean, it's just. I know I'm getting kind of off subject, but we're not leaving anything for the feminine qualities of a woman, the daintiness of a woman, and celebrating the beauty of a woman. But what is being said is some negative things, and some people have medical issues that cause them to have body odor. So I can't speak on that because I'm not a woman. But at the end of the day, it's not for me to put on blast. It's not for me because it's not my issue. If it's my issue, I can speak on it. But if it's not my issue, why am I speaking on it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have a brother. He's 10 years older than me. And he had a girlfriend back when I was a kid. And he called his girlfriend Tuna. And I'm like, you accept that from him. You allow him to call you Tuna because you really do smell like fish. I mean, you really have a body odor, but you're going to allow him to do that. And I think that it's really pathetic that women aren't standing up for themselves and saying, this isn't right. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I've only seen you stand up. I don't see a whole lot of women saying, don't speak on those kind of things. You don't know what you're talking about.
And they won't.
And
because
personally, I'm married.
Most are
I
afraid
have a wife,
of the backlash.
And I would never refer to a woman as fish. My wife don't smell like fish. She don't smell like tuna. And please believe me, I've eaten from the fruit. I know what it tastes like. Women that I've dealt with have never smelled like fish. I don't know where that's coming from. Now, there's women out there that smell like fish, but how can you say that celebrate it in a way like this is cute or this is fancy or this is womanly? It's making me feel real womanly. I mean, it's just, I don't know, Michelle. I called in because I really have a hard time with this subject, and I know there's a lot of people out there that still have a hard time with this subject. And men, whether you are dressed up as a woman or whether you are a real man, you really don't have nothing to say about it because it's not your issue.
There you go. There you go.
Not your issue.
Wow.
And I did kind of get a part of the clip from, and let me say this too, Michelle, you are hilarious coming up with these names.
What
these names for people like Man Hands and Beast Snot.
Man Hands, Beast Snot, the King of Evictions,
I didn't even know who that
Junkie
Dineva,
Lil Boozy. Who else I got? K What's-a-Face. I've been doing this.
Like, for real? I mean, no, they got roasted for real. I mean, they don't even understand they got roasted for real. They can say whatever they want to say. But kudos to you, Michelle. You're a beautiful woman, and I don't have to say this to you because I think you know this already. You're confident, but don't let this little stuff get to you. I'm glad you raised the points, and I'm glad that you continue to make the conversation and keep the conversation going so that, we all can be educated. We all need to talk, especially in our community. We need to talk a little bit better about our people.
Right.
Period.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for your call.
Thank you for your time, and I hope I said something that made sense on tonight because I know I'm rambling this late.
You definitely did. You definitely did. I appreciate you. Call back more often. Thank you.
I will. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night. You said Michelle has always been hilarious. You straight from the A days, child. I used to think people didn't get my humor because I am kind of dry at times, but it is what it is. 4604. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Michelle?
I'm good. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, my name is Cynthia. And I was just calling to touch on the subject. I agree 1,000%. We, as women, are not fish. We are humans. I think it's very silly. It's very silly of them. And I mean, If you want to call us anything, call us a natural woman. How about that?
But that's offensive to them. Anything other than them being what we are and they are not is offensive. Like that's why I don't understand. Like that's why they came up with the term cis, because we can't just be women. Period. We can't just be women. Period. Because they aren't just women. Period. They are trans women. But if we say we are just women, they want to add a term, a prefix to our name as if to differentiate when we are just women. Period. So it is what it is. It's a whole mess.
Yes.
And I don't like to generalize the entire trans community, but I do feel like there's a big bulk of them that feel a certain kind of way about women, and they act accordingly, especially the ones online. The ones I've seen online say the most horrendous things about women, and we just laugh about it and move on.
Yes, they do, and they don't want us calling them anything different than what they want to be addressed. So,
but they demand respect, and that's what we need to start doing.
It's not a term of endearment to call women fish. I mean, God created our bodies, all of us. So, I don't understand why they think that's a term of endearment or something we should be proud to be called. Just call us a natural woman. At the end of the day.
Well, there you have it. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your input.
No problem. Oh, and Michelle, please do us all a favor, all your listeners. When that guy called in with all his rhetoric about nothing regarding Kenya, please hang up on him, please.
I literally, please. The only time I do end up hanging up on them. I give him an opportunity, but I don't like.
No, like soon as you find out it's him, just give him the dial tone.
I kind of, Dre got a little soft spot. Like I kind of like Dre sometimes. I give him an opportunity.
Yeah,
because it's torn. Some people like Dre, some people don't like Dre. I get it. But I try to give everybody opportunity. I'm not gonna hang up on nobody. Not on purpose.
Please do.
Okay.
Well, thanks. That's all I call for. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You said hang up on Dre. Y'all be want Dre hung up on? Dang. 8483. Hello.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
I just wanted to commend you for having this open dialogue in this conversation and allowing the words to come as they may.
Okay.
I just want to start off that. And with the lady who said cut off Dre, if you're going to cut off Dre, you need to cut off that other lady who be calling you talking about footmark on the phone, too, because she called again last week.
Which one? Look, so many. Like, I got a lot of people, and I just feel like they dedicated.
Married to Mark.
The person.
But again, it's entertainment, y'all. It's entertainment. But I want to say this. I think just personalizing this conversation and kind of putting an address on things. I think when you came out and spoke about trying to get your money, basically, that's when the whole rhetoric of this whole fish or fish market stuff was coming up about you, and they were allowed to say those things because you didn't have an online YouTube presence at that time. You was using your website at the time. So I feel as though when Chain Gang Junkie came through, it was trying to smear and besmirch your name and your character. He was able to use those type of words about you, and it went from there.
Yeah.
And then from there, they felt like it was a running, not so much joke, but a running thing that easy little read that they could use to come at you without even being around you, sitting with you, being in your presence.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of just personalize this a little bit about how it affects you, and then when it came to the whole, when the hands, the manly hands with the extra deep voice started, when you started putting legitimate receipts out there. They wanted to go for those easy things that they could not verify. And they wanted to come at you with that, or they want to attack you about looks. The thing about looks is this: it's subjective. What may look good to one person may not look good to the next. And again, if I don't physically or mentally find you attractive, why the fuck do I care about what you have to say about me?
True.
And then it also goes to the source. You have to look at a person and look at their well-being. Can't no junkie, can't no misappropriated, mislabeled. Can't, if your mind ain't right, you can't say nothing about me and think it's going to hold any type of weight or any bearing.
Right.
Because you're double-minded.
And my thing is the reads themselves, their reads to me say more about them than they do about me. So that's why I can sit there and laugh about it, because I'm like, basically, you telling on yourself. You telling how you feel about people.
Correct.
Like, yeah, you're directing it at me, but your insults are towards womanhood, not necessarily me as a person.
Not only that, Michelle, but was I a fish market when you was around me 8 years and and I was teaching you the game? Was I a fish market when I helped you put up your mediocre site with your less than juicy tea? Was I a fish market then? Was I smell like fish then? So it doesn't make any sense. It's feel like when people get mad or you stop doing or being the thing that they need you to be, or it's time to collect because, bitch, I'm your motherfucking, you a tenant and I'm your motherfucking landlord. Run me my money.
I told y'all I was going to get my money no matter how long it took. It took me 2 years to get that money.
Now, you did say that. You did say that.
I had nothing but time.
You did say that. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your call.
No problem.
Thank you. Yes, please refrain from cursing in the chats. And no, that was not Chris. So Chris put up, y'all so funny. 4354, hello.
Michelle, it's me again.
Hey, me again. How you doing?
It's DJ. I really forgot to bring up a very interesting point that I meant to say earlier.
Okay.
Concerning this issue and, as it relates to women in general and some of the issues, and let me commend you on this too, because you've been very transparent personally about your own personal health issues, and you kind of shared it with your platform, things that you were going through. I know it was feminine talk, but I follow you. Okay. So I want to commend you on that. Because men don't understand that there's very, very many components dealing with the human anatomy about a woman that we will never understand. We will never understand because we don't deal with those kind of issues. We don't have hormonal issues. We don't have imbalances and, hormonal imbalances, and we don't have menstrual cycles. We don't bore children. We don't have labor. We don't have any of those kind of issues going on in our body. But one thing I wanted to bring out was that, in Bible days, this also happened too, where, women were ostracized for having issues and had to say that they had issues out loud. And they had to be away from the public and away from other people when they were having issues with their body. And they had to say, oh, I'm unclean, or had to wear a white sheet around them to let everybody know that they were dealing with an impure situation, that it's humanly natural. And they were ostracized. And that very same
thing. So you're talking about the days
today.
when they would restrict women's access to the population when they were on their menstrual cycle, yes, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And to the temple. They couldn't even go into the temple.
Right.
So, but Jesus, the Savior of the world, and I know this is not just a Christian platform, but he spoke against those injustices. And I don't think it's right for, for these kind of injustices that happen, and then we don't speak against them. So I want to commend you again for standing up and speaking on it, and I think that we need to do a better job. Those that are listening, we need to do a better job of speaking up against these kind of injustices and letting our children know and our kids and everybody know it's not okay to ostracize people for any reason. Just as well as the LGBTQ, LMNOP, HIJK community does not want you to ostracize them because they live a different life, they dress different, they act different, they have their own lingo and their own language. Be respectful to women,
right?
In general, period. Just be respectful. I mean, how hard is it to be respectful?
I totally
It's not
agree.
that hard. Just be respectful. In your conversation, those words that you guys are having to describe certain things about a woman, and you're taking on their attributes. If it's of a negative connotation, don't say it. It's just that simple. I kind of feel you on this because I listened to that interview and I'm not happy about it. I'm just not happy about it, especially if you're trying to portray a woman.
Well, well, thank you so much for calling back. Okay, go ahead. Last point.
And then my last and final comment. We're talking about women body odor, but let's not even get on men body odor. I go to this gym every day, Monday through Friday. And let me tell you something. Your behind be stanking. Your nuts be stanking. Y'all have them gyms stanking. So I don't even know why you even think that it's okay for you to talk about a woman's body odor and you're not talking about your own body odor. You have body odor too. Check some belly buttons and up under their stomach. Oh my God. Like seriously.
And he doesn't shave under his arms. So he musty.
I mean, come on.
I'm sorry.
Stop
okay, I was trying not to go. I was trying not to go low. I was trying not to go low.
Like I feel like I have to take a shower 2 times a day. Come on, stop playing. And I'm not no big fat nigga. I mean, I'm a big guy, but sometimes I feel like I got to take 2 or 3 showers a day. So stop playing. Everybody has their own issue. Let's just be respectful. I'm sorry. But anyway, have a good night, Michelle.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right.
Mr. Debonair, you need to call in and spill the tea because I saw you said something about Mr. Manhands tried to fat shame me. Mr. Manhands tried to fat shame? What? Where about? That dude has to wear 5 girdles in order to halfway, kind of, sort of, try to look like a woman. And you gonna try to fat shame me? Where about? 9349, hello. Hello. 9349. I'm giving you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just lovely. I got 2 anonymous calls on the line, and I will take them. But I want to say this point really quickly. Just lovely reminded me about this video. We were sending back and forth earlier. I normally don't. Steven Crowder is interesting. He's a white ring conservative YouTuber, and he has some interesting videos. Like he has one that talked about transgenders attacking, and it's called Why Transgenders Attack. And he was talking about how they don't care if they take hormones or not. You gotta watch it. It's over on the Steven Crowder channel called Why Transgenders Attack. And it kind of piggybacks off of, that raging video that I played in the first half of this video of Mr. Manhands going out calling everybody bitches, threatening with knives and guns. And, it's just interesting. But anyway, let me continue. Let me see who else on this line. Anonymous. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Is Mark going to the reunion?
Is Mark going to the reunion? I didn't know.
Oh. I thought you had all the tea.
I don't have that tea. I'm sorry, I don't.
Right, thanks.
You want me to call and ask him?
Right, bye.
That's all you got? Lord. Anonymous 2. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Michelle? This is DeAndre. How you doing?
Hi, DeAndre. Please be on your best behavior.
How you doing today?
The people in the chat say that I should hang up on you, but I'm gonna give you an opportunity, DeAndre. I'm issuing this disclaimer.
That's because when people call and disagree, they think you arguing or he's disrespecting you and stuff like that. I'm like, I never say anything disrespectful to you, so I don't pay the peasants no attention. I mean, they are overweight. But anyway, look, you gotta chill, like with well, these people, that community have to chill. It's like they always dogging the black female, but they don't never dog the black dude, and that's what what kind of confused me. Like you go ham on a black female, but y'all don't never go ham on a black dude. I'm coming in late on the conversation. Am I talking about what I think you're talking about?
So you just gonna chime in?
I'm trying to.
We're talking about the term fish being a slur, fish and cis being a slur to women, and how we feel that it is a derogatory term, and how a lot of people in the LGBTQIAX plus community feel like, that they're justified in calling women fish and cis. That's what the original topic was. In addition to Usher confessing to a sickness in his new song, and Future and his baby mama drama.
Oh, okay, yeah, Usher, yeah. I don't know the term Fisher about anything. I don't know nothing about that. But as far as Usher, but he the way he was feeling, like he had the package though, like not the hurt. It was like he said, like it would seem like he was in pain. When you have herpes, are you in pain? I don't know. I don't know. Where's Trey at? I'm sure he could probably answer that. But I don't know anything about STD. So maybe Trey could call in and shine on that, because he probably have. I read that they said that everyone is born with herpes. I'm like, oh, not me, not DeAndre. I don't know about y'all, but probably the peasants in the chat probably is. But I don't know, but that's what I read before when I was in school. But I don't know. Usher, he seemed like he got the package though. The song kind of tight though. I ain't gonna lie, Usher, you really killing it on that little verse. The verse is kind of tight, even though you talking about you got a disease that you can't get rid of. I don't know. That's like herpes. You was in pain. Do they go to the hospital with herpes?
Are you all right, Dre? You good?
I mean. Huh?
Okay, go ahead. Are you good? Because I'm still trying to get. I'm still trying to get to your point.
What you mean, my point about what? I was talking about Usher with the herpes.
Okay, go ahead.
I was talking to you. I was just talking. You interrupting me. I was just having a conversation. I was saying that the song that Usher sings. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
the song that Usher sings. That verse is tight. But I think he's talking about, the package.
The package, okay.
And the package. Trey in New York probably would tell you more about that. I don't know, but it those seem like he was talking about the package. I mean, the hurt. It seemed like he was talking about the package.
Okay.
So that's what I think about that. Future.
Is there anything else you would like to get off your chest before you go?
I'm trying to have a mature conversation with you, and you being disrespectful. You talking about, is there anything? You just cut me off, but you let the last two losers call you and have 10-minute conversation with you, and I call for 30 seconds, and you like, okay, is there anything else you call for?
You've actually been on the phone for 3 minutes.
That's like
you've been on the phone for 3 minutes.
Yeah, but I was on the phone for like 2 minutes, and you like, okay, so is there anything else you call for? Like, I'm being nice today and everything, and you just trying. Let's talk about nice more.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about the Queen. It's Black History Month. Kenya, it's just something about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like brown sugar. You know what I'm saying? And she's talented, and she just, I don't know, I love her. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about her. I don't know, I love her. It's just Kenya, you know, I love you. And that's pretty much it. I don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about STDs. I can't relate to that. I don't know nothing about STDs. I don't know. You might have to call Ursha or some other people. I don't know nothing about no STDs. That was pretty much it, Michelle. Hello? Michelle.
You ain't sassy, and you don't look me in the face. That's nasty. Hey, puppy dog, bounce it in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it.
Thank you so much, Dre, for calling in and always gracing us with the puppy dog song. I really do appreciate you. Hold on. I think there's another call. 8483. Hello.
Hello, I had to call that because we have to talk about Usher and the $1 million herpes.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Go ahead.
So, listen, when you go back and listen to the verse that he's spitting on Confessions Part 3, it sounds more as though he's talking from the woman's perspective, and he's talking about aborting a life instead of a life illness.
Okay. You think so?
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't hear it? You didn't listen to it?
I did. I listened to it like 3 times. I don't think I didn't hear it that way because it didn't sound like he was talking about a baby to me.
You know, he was in pain. What did you hear when you heard him vocalize?
He was talking about a sickness that was, and he did say that was life. But he also said that he can't get rid of it, live with it. So you don't just live with a kid.
Meaning, no, I'm saying once you abort something, you have to live with that for the rest of your life. I think so. Maybe he was giving us double entendres. Maybe he was talking about the $1 million herpes, as well as, you know, talking from the woman's perspective of, you know, getting rid of a life. You know.
Okay. Well, makes sense.
You don't think? What do you think?
I think he talking about herpes, but I mean, he might not be. The chat say he talking about herpes.
You talking about the $1 million herpes in the song? Y'all think?
That's what the chat seem to feel like.
But why would he address it now? You know what I'm saying?
Because he settled all the cases, and I think now he doesn't have like.
Did he settle the one with the guy as well?
Probably, yes. I think he settled them all. And I think his insurance company ended up settling everything. And then the insurance company ended up suing him for reimbursement. And he just closed that case, I think, a few months ago. It's actually on my website.
Okay. Oh, straight from the A.com, you guys.
Yes, sounds
okay. Well, maybe. Wow, I didn't. But when I listened, I didn't hear that. Maybe I'm not trying to listen for that. But I mean, okay.
There are other sites as well that seem to have honed in on the word sickness. I don't know though. I mean, maybe he'll speak about it. I mean, but it's a great topic for discussion.
I don't think he will.
You don't think so?
I think it's a great way to get him. No, I don't think he will. I think it's a great way to get him reemerged in the music, because if you think about the song that he just released, that Brian Michael Cox and JD produced for him with LMA, who I felt as though shouldn't have been on the song. It hasn't been getting enough publicity and enough plays and enough spins. So I think it's another way for you guys to kind of hone in on Usher, because he is talented. He is bringing back that 90s, you know, ATL meets Tennessee vocal, you know, thing. What we've been missing from male R&B, because they only want to give you, you know, bump and grind. But I mean, hopefully you think he gets surpassed this whole outbreak to be a breakout or do you think?
I think my thing is, I think it's always good to control your own story, and I feel like him doing this, even even though he's being vague at the moment, it could be a way of him trying to do that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, let me sing
What
about
about
it. He's
yeah? Because I was gonna say that because when you think about the the um the album, like 2 albums before this one, the Climb Mountain album, and he married the Whitney Houston understudy.
not the Whitney Houston.
Um,
Grace.
I'm just saying he speaks like Whitney Houston. Like she's, I don't think she's ugly. I think she speaks like when you listen to her speak, she could really do like a voiceover for like some of these actors who play Whitney Houston.
Okay.
She kind of speaks like her. Um,
Okay.
but I feel as though like when he got married to her, uh, that story eclipsed the music because it took away some of the availability of him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. That's a lot to think
So,
about. Well, I
mhm,
appreciate you your input tonight.
no problem, but just okay. Last question for you though, Michelle. If you had the option and you didn't know anything about it, and you guys had an interaction, or as my girl Trina Braxton would say, an oral transaction, and then you popped up with the complex simplicity, would you then get your $1 million for that breakout,
I mean, may as well.
or would you do it behind the scenes?
No, I mean, why
Would you do it
not? What do
behind
you
the
have to
scenes,
lose at
or
that point? What do you
or
have
would
to
you put
lose?
your dignity, your name, your respect? You
Well, I
know,
mean, if your name ain't
you'll be
public
shamed,
anyway,
mortified.
who
Do you really
care?
think?
Who cares what it is after the fact? Nobody knew you before, and then you're a little bit richer.
No, I'm saying, but you. I'm saying you though.
Oh no,
Saying you
no,
because you
not
have
me,
an established platform. Okay.
not me.
So do you believe? Okay,
That was the
just going
last
back for the
question. You are
ATL before I
dragging
go.
this on. That was the
Well,
last
wait.
question.
Okay, this the last. This
Uh,
one. Wait, Michelle, because you got the T. So I need this. This is my ATLT. I really, really need. What was the real reason when Chitty said Usher did something that she can never ever forgive? What did? What was it?
what was it? Well, who said what now?
When Chili said Usher did something that she could never ever forgive, he did the ultimate no no. What was it?
I don't know.
Now, Michelle, are you lying on this phone?
I don't. He cheated, didn't he?
Do you rather not disclose?
I mean, are you
Oh
spilling
God,
tea to me?
I'm no, I'm trying to get you to spill it, but I guess
You trying
it
to get
won't
me?
be such a
Why
spill.
don't you spill it? You must know it. I thought it was
I
cheating.
don't.
Everybody in the
That's what
chat
I'm
say
asking.
cheating.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, thank you. I
Well, that was my
appreciate
last
it.
question of the night.
Okay.
Thank you. All
Good
right,
night.
love.
All right. Bye. Woo. Ooh. Where all them trolls come from all of a sudden? Call it 9601. Hello.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought I got with the herpes. These women coming outside and they spilling all of the tea. These are my confessions. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, these callers are boring. Especially the other guy out damn near fell asleep.
Well, I mean,
Ooh.
are you gonna wake us up?
No, I was just calling just to be petty. How are you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Fine. And the only reason Dre doesn't have STDs probably is because nobody fucking wants him. He clearly is alone and sad and lonely, hence which is why he has all the time in the world to call in on your live every
Oh
goddamn
gosh.
night.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Juno. Oh my God, you doing the most. Let me go and talk about
but that was
Kenya
all I
Moore
had to
since Just Lovely just sit this over. Let me go and talk about Kenya Moore changing her name. Let me go and talk about this. Hold on, let me put this in here.
Y'all have fun with that.
I know, right? Thank you.
You have a good night.
All right, you too. Okay, so shout out to the people who be texting me in the middle of the line. Kenya Moore. I'm so tired of talking about Kenya Moore. I don't know what to do. And I know y'all think that, Michelle loves to talk about Kenya Moore. Michelle's tired of talking about Kenya Moore. But because y'all want me to talk about Kenya Moore, let me talk about Kenya Moore. Apparently, Kenya Moore done changed her name, child. Look, the only thing she did was add a little hyphen. Anyway, she didn't have to change her social media. She was the Kenya Moore. She never added Kenya Moore Daily onto her social media, so clearly she knew it was temporary. But, now that she says that Mark is kissing Nene's ass and she don't like it, she has took Daily off of her social media. So if you go to her social media now, I guess, I don't know what it said at first. Can somebody tell me what it said at first? Because apparently now it just says Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, wife, mother, actor, film producer, blah, 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 blah. Kenya Moore. Somebody said it used to say Kenya Moore Daily. I don't know that that's newsworthy or whatever. But I guess they've been saying they were getting a divorce. So there you have it. Kenya Moore has dropped Daily from her name. Now, you said the bona fide evil bitch. Okay, Gina Ross, I'm with you on that one. The bona fide evil bitch has dropped her last name. Let me continue with this call, and I'm going to call it a night. Anonymous, hello. Maybe I'll call it a night.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let's listen to Let It Burn. Oh, no, we can't.
Who is this?
YouTube won't like that. It's Von Zipper.
Okay, Von Zipper. Now I thought you was calling earlier. From another day. But how are you?
So I'm well. So Kenya Moore changed. She took Daily off.
And she
it's
just
pretty
did the
easy when you don't have a marriage certificate.
What you said. And next week is the clincher episode where he calls her an attention whore, and they showed that clip where he say he hate marriage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and on the clip, I think this episode's going to be good because he's clearly not mic'd. Whoever he's next to has the mic on. I don't think he knows that. So he might say some stuff he's not supposed to, but it's all subtitled. I mean, he didn't have a mic on. So we might hear the real Mark Daly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the last caller, the caller before last wanted to know what the unthinkable was that Chili was referring to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a family member.
Oh, you think he cheated with a family member? Like her cousin or something?
Yeah, that's what the streets were saying back in the day, is it was a family member.
Oh.
That was what was the unthinkable.
Okay.
Was
it male or female?
That's what my mom said. She said, I don't know.
Oh.
So
Mom
I'll just leave it at that. But
Mom got the tea. Let me talk to your mama.
That's what yeah. And that ain't the best thing my mom knows. She know about that Chris Brown and Rihanna. That's the one that I think is more important.
Ooh.
Anywho.
Okay.
I think that Usher is just trolling, just like, the people who call into your lives.
Mm-hmm.
You got to profit from your pain, people. Like, I think it's just like, it's something like, people talk about it. And Usher needs that, he needs that push. So I think it's just, he knew it would get some buzz. I don't think he has anything.
Right.
Especially not the 3-letter word. I don't think.
I don't know about the 3-letter word.
Because someone would have sued him already.
I do believe
they would have sued him already.
I do believe he has the herpes because.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I got to look at Charlie Sheen. When Charlie Sheen announced she was 3-letter word, people came out the woodwork for lawsuits. You better believe that monetary and punitive damages for giving somebody the 3-letter word when you have money like Usher is astronomical.
Oh.
Like, trust me, that would have been came out. Like, that's even a lawsuit. You don't even put Jane Doe or John Doe on it. You put your name on there. You be like, I'm willing to, like, publicly embarrass myself for this 8-figure check that they're going to write.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a 3-letter word.
Okay. Look, thank you for the zipper. I
And then
appreciate
you
you
and
always being the
you in the
voices.
ghetto. Let's talk about you in the ghetto.
Oh, so now you want to talk about the
I
ghetto?
need. No, I'm just saying you got to stay out the ghetto. I feel like you a little bit more Buckhead than Marta.
But they keep
Stay
dragging
away
me
from
into
those
the
people.
ghetto. They keep dragging me into the ghetto, and as soon as they even utter my name, everybody like Michelle, Michelle, like the Nick at Night. They was like sending me that link while she was on live, and it's like Michelle, and I'm like, okay. And who was it? Oh, the Wiley Show was talking about me the other day. And I guess Ding Dong, Armand Wiggins was talking about me the day before that. So I'm just like, they keep dragging me to the ghetto. What am I supposed to do?
I don't even know who these people are. I didn't know
Exactly.
who that girl was until the first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, oh, that's that girl that Michelle be talking about. I didn't know. And then I think one time it suggested this old man, and he was talking about you, and he kept saying the alien, like she's from Mars. I was like, what? Who is this?
Isn't it a hoot?
Grandfather.
Isn't it a hoot? No, because before I came on YouTube, like I had no idea. Like just random ass, goofy ass people just be talking shit. You be like, oh my god, is this what y'all think
He
of us
did a
bloggers?
whole 11-minute symposium about you, like looking at the camera, just talking about you, like, and I was like, is he gonna get monetized for this? Like, what? Like, it was strange. I've never watched anything like it. And he was like, yeah, and her aliens, they're from Mars or something. I was like, Mars, like, sir. What are you talking about? And I think he's on here right now.
Right,
He gotta
he
be on here
is.
right
They
now,
made
but
me
it
feel
was-
so important. They be like, oh, she's so boring. Oh, we don't like her. Oh, we can't stand her. Oh, she's so ugly. Oh, but they be like sitting posted up in my lives, and then they be like, she ain't got nobody watching her. But clearly, it don't matter if I got 10 people in here. About 3 of them gonna be them. So, it is what it is.
gotta be. And then the trolls calling it. I'm not gonna lie, I missed a live about the person who like out the blue said, say something about Nicki Minaj again. But you posted that, and I swear I watched it 15 times. That is hilarious.
Like,
you all know
Nicki
that they are
Minaj.
rebooting Crank Anchors. Go get paid. Go get paid.
Right, and I
They
tried
are
to, that same person called again during the Housewives Live, and I tried to repost that clip, but for some reason, I guess because I was calling that person Sir Ma'am,
Girl guy.
Sir Hi,
Yeah.
whatever, and YouTube went monetizing, so I just deleted it. It was on like an 11-minute clip.
Nah, but still upload. But it is hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
not even the topic. And I'm like, is Nicki Minaj still a thing? Like, I don't, I'm like, it's crazy. And then to say real woman, like, my mother has never referred to herself as a real woman.
Right.
She is a woman.
Right.
Like, I would never refer to myself as a real man.
That's why I asked
So
the
I'm
question.
like,
I was like, were you born female? Because it was like, I had to ask that question because you were like, I'm a real woman. Da, da, da. Like, who calls into some place? I couldn't even imagine saying that. Like, I'm a real woman. I would never. Like, what? Like, I don't get it. Anyway.
And then all of these people, like, so old, like the same old things, like you and Bob Whitfield. Come on, guys, like that's tried and true.
Oh,
what else? Like,
right?
I think
They've been
like
on the Google.
like they looking at your LinkedIn, like, oh, you used to work here. Like, okay, like anybody can find this out. Like this, like guys, like if you're gonna come, like come with something that like. They would have to make it up. I don't know. It's a sad world. And when you played the clip earlier of the thing earlier, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, all of that cursing and all of that. Yeah,
it's just a public service announcement, people. And I think this would be a fun topic. LGBTQIA. With the African American LGBTQ, everyone just look at the African American LGBTQIA and the white, or not even white, just the other. Mm-hmm. The others are intelligent. Like, it's an act that they play. Like, the other ones that I know, like they went to USC. You know, some of my like I went to Stanford. They would like they did the be like, okay, let me have something, and I'm gonna do this on the side. Like they do the theatrics, but they know that's not their life. Okay, let me perform, and when they're not performing, they go back ahead with their life. But this person thinks that that's like real life. Like, sir, that's internet beef. Like, that's performing. You getting performing and real life mixed up.
Right. It's
and that's just what it sounds like to me. It's like, oh, I'll beat you down and stuff. Now, that is criminal. That'll have you in jail. You can't make money in jail. Like, you gotta, you know, I think they just watch too much Love and Hip Hop. Like, when
I don't know what it is.
Too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much. I don't know how you do it, but it's
barely.
You have an army of them just kind of, you know.
But
and I know they listening, so that's why I said it, guys. Just make sure you just.
Oh, y'all been missing it. You know, my mom's been handling it. The chat has been off the chain. Like they've been up and through, calling me all kind of names and putting it back to back to back, and they've been getting blocked. And I'm like, look at this. Like, dang, okay, trolls come through.
But like, it's fun for you because if they're doing this on YouTube, that means they're definitely like refreshing straight from the A.com at home, and like you're getting paid for that. So it's like it's an obsession, and it's like it's kind of just, I don't know, like it's something that's like strange to me. You can troll and you can dislike someone all day, but just get paid for it. Like, right. I mean, you could get paid for not caring for Kenya Moore. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like,
and I do.
You can make a post about Kenya Moore, and I know it will be the #1 post. Like, her taxes thing, like, you were the first person to like, confirm her taxes. Like, you know, it's a business. So it's like,
yeah,
guys,
and she
like,
was
stay in that
heated.
basement.
She was heated, child.
In ratchet.
She screenshot that, put that on the Instagram. But anyway, but thank you so much, Von Zipper. Always a pleasure.
Of course. We need to have more open topics.
We do. That's why I decided to do it tonight, because I'm like, I hadn't really been on. Let me go spend some time on my YouTube and like play around. But I'm like, people ain't trying to play today. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's wild, and yeah, it's good. Yeah, just a little bit of the ghetto, but
yeah, just a little, not a lot.
I learned some stuff tonight.
You go visit.
All right, have
you
a
go
good
visit.
Night.
You don't live there. You just go visit.
Yeah, I love the juke joint though. I mean, I don't know about the subsidized housing, the project. But the juke joint, it's all right to just peek in there real quick, see what they, what kind of alcohol they sell, where they get their moonshine from.
Yeah, get your little drink, and hit it. It's all good. Well, thank you for Zipper.
But I ain't parking my car out the projects.
I know, right? Thank you. Right. I appreciate it. Oh, we got one more call. Hold on. Who snuck in here? 5182.
Hello, darling. It's the professor. How are you?
Hi, professor. Oh, my God. I was just thinking to myself, where my ladies at? All men that called tonight. Like, mostly.
I know.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I've been listening in and out since you've been on. I've been working and listening. And cracking up at Mr. Debonair in the
Mr. Debonair been acting up in the chat.
He's talking about Kenya. He loved him some Kenya. And I asked him, I said, considering her beauty, would you still talk to her? The fact that she got a bad personality, he said she hit it and quit it type. I was like, well, according to Mark David last week, he made it seem like she was a prude in that department. But
I don't think they ever had.
Girl,
I think she just got his sperm at the bank and left. Like, I don't even believe that. Anyway, go ahead.
So I wanted to make a comment about something we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
About the fish comment. But before I say that, girl, how about my friend who works at the CDC just sent me a message saying 200 people came to the Atlanta airport, been quarantined for coronavirus. It's here. It's here. I'm so scared. I'm such a germaphobe.
Oh God.
I'm like freaking out. I know, right? But anyway, so here's my question, and I've asked my gay friends this. So if the term fish isn't derogatory towards women and it's not referencing women's smells, then I need a clear-cut origination. Like, give me the genesis of the word. Because you could refer to women as so many things. Like, if you're just referring to, like, the feminine nature of women or something symbolic of women. Here, you can call us kitty. There's so many other things you can refer to women as. And so I'm like, okay, if it's not derogatory, then I need somebody in the community to explain to me then what's the origination of the word. Mm-hmm. And, like, nobody has an explanation for it. So it's like the genesis of the term is derogatory. It may have become, like, more playful as it's become more mainstream, but I'm not convinced that the word doesn't have a derogatory origination. And it's offensive to me. I personally do not want to be called that.
Right. No, I'm with you. Totally. And, you know, it's like, okay, it's cute, it's campy, we can sit and laugh or whatever, but when you start to drill down and think about it, it's like on the one hand, when they call you that, it's derogatory. Like, she fish, she smell like fish, she da-da-da. But then it's like they try to use it towards each other to mean something good, which means they're passable, i.e. they look like real women. And so it's like, y'all don't even know what y'all want to use the word for. So, of course, we, you know, if we say we take offense, just listen.
And somebody asked earlier, like, well, if it's not true, why do you get offended when they say that? First of all, because that is for the same reason why men get offended if some female spreads a rumor that he got a small package. The same reason why apparently Future is putting a gag order on his latest baby mama for saying that he's bad in bed and has a small package, because those are things that no man wants to be known for having a small package or being a ballet, and no woman wants to be known as, you know, having an offensive odor. So, yeah, girl, listen, let me sue them on your damn behalf. It's like, prove it. It's like, that is defamation. We're going to say, listen, that stops some business for you. I'm like, it's to the point now where it's defamatory. We might need to sue them, Michelle.
I ain't lost no revenue. Like, so, I mean...
Hey, be quiet. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Oh, okay. My bad. I forgot. Yes, I have lost all my money. But yeah,
you had a commercial. You had a commercial for a feminine commercial, and you lost it because of them.
You gotta consider the source. You know what I'm saying? Like, the source is the person that I kicked out of my house, like, for not paying rent because he was on drugs. And so if you're gonna take what he says as the gospel, then, you know, you already then lost, because he was a mess, and he probably still is a mess, but I don't, you know, deal with him or whatever. And his friend is exactly the same as him. What was the other dude? The Rico Chappelle dude? He is exactly the same as Junkie Geneva. So, you know, bouncing from house to house, ain't got no money, whatever, on this, that, and the third, popping pills, smoking this, that, and like, it is what it is. You said potential earnings.
Yeah. Right. Child. Anyway, I think I'm going to get back down this chat. I didn't get sleepy. I'm going to listen to y'all.
I'm about to log off anyway. I've been on for about 2 hours now.
So. Girl, you know the Hawaii trip is next month. You remember I told you about that last year. I was trying to get you to go, and it's next month.
You know, I might. I don't know. You know, I'm last minute most of the time. So let me know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right, darling. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Professor.
All right. Bye-bye. Sweet dreams, girl.
Bye. Yes, hello to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the squad. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video. Like it, and all of that. Let me see what y'all talking about in this chat. Who is that talking about Jenny Mai? What y'all talking about Jenny Mai for? Okay, I'm hanging up the phone lines. I have 2 people who are still on the phone who was on the phone earlier. Why y'all hanging on the phone? I talked to y'all already. Let me hang up. Does gray skin mean drugs? It probably means severe dehydration, because all they do is drink alcohol and pop pills. Please say at least 5 derogatory names women use against male genitalia. I don't know. Sausage. I don't. We don't talk about their genitalia that way. Mouth open. We ain't Instagram friends. Look at Miss Debonair trying to promote. So don't freak out about the coronavirus, Professor. And then, speaking of that, I'm about to go watch The Walking Dead, and that's what I feel like is gonna happen in the future. It's gonna be the apocalypse, and everybody just gonna be walking around like zombies, and we all sick. I don't know. It's crazy. But you said you over in Africa trying to take China over in Africa trying to take over. Okay. Yeah, we don't do it to men, B. Buccaneer. We don't. But anyway, you guys, I appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you getting it off of your chest. It's been a interesting conversation. All of these men's in here got a lot to say, and all these women in here got a lot to say. Hey. When is Nene doing a call-in again? I don't know. I'll find out. You said small. That's what you call men's genitalia, small. She's so wrong. Oh boy, let me get out of here. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. This has been a very interesting conversation. Like Bun Zipper, all y'all keep telling me to stay out the hood. Every now and then I got, I just go visit. Needless to say, people keep dragging me in it. I'm over here minding my business, talking about celebrity stuff, talking about housewife stuff, and then y'all want me to talk about these low lives with these wigs on, looking all crazy, using a pound of makeup just to pretend to be what I woke up as this morning. So I mean, how can I take offense to that? No wonder he angry and mad. Shout out to Mr. Man Hands. Shout out to Mr. Man Hands. All these bitches is my sons. I done already told you that. All of them. I could care less. Literally and figuratively. I love it. Yes, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram, iamATLien. Sometimes I do pop up over there. I do go live occasionally. I was live Sunday on Instagram for a hot second, and then I deleted it because I'm like, too many people be nosy trying to figure out where I am. I be letting the trolls try to figure it out, let them work for it. Anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I will see you later. Oh, and don't forget to go over to Patreon, patreon.com, iamATLien. I was going to go over there tonight, but this ended up being 2 hours because I was trying to fix the technical stuff. But, I'll be over there tomorrow, definitely. Yes, Google gay male misogyny. Definitely, Google it. Learn from it. I'm here to teach some of the younger ladies. Us older women, we kind of know what it is. But some of you younger ones coming up, you take it as a joke. You think it's funny. When they put on these wigs and the lipstick and be snapping their fingers and popping their neck and saying all this stuff. You think it's a joke. It's a kiki. But they're making fun of you, dear. But anyway, I'll say that for another day. Good night, you guys. I will see you later.